how are you feeling since your elimination? I know you were
Yeah,
upset, rightfully so. So
yeah, I was, eh, I'm fine. It was, I had my moment where I cried in camera and then I was good. So,
yeah, I'm excited to find out what exactly happens there.
so I think I had all the pieces and I just didn't put them together slash didn't want to put them together. I'm pretty sure it was Tim.
I
Then
said that too.
Megan told me she was really tight with Richie. So I think it's the five of them. Tim and Rebecca and their partners and Megan.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because basically I was down to get Kriti out. Like I did kind of want it. I like vaguely said to Tim like a week earlier, like I feel like Kriti and Rebecca are like really in this game, which I think I said to you
Hmm.
too. Like I wasn't
Yep.
keeping that secret.
Yep. I
But
literally said that to Richie, like as a last plea before I got voted out. I was like, I can be a vote. I'm not a threat. Like Rebecca and Creethy are like, they're it.
Nice job finding all these advantages.
Oh yeah, I was like super shocked this morning.
Hey, Richie.
Hello.
Nice job, Krithi, for finding this at the Great Crater. Did you tell anyone else besides Richie that this is happening?
Yeah, so I told Rebecca, my partner, and I told Tim, Richie's partner. I think just being transparent with the boys, we were searching together, and I wanted to talk to Richie and Rebecca and try to figure out where we could get the best chance of winning an advantage.
Got you. And Richie, why do you think Krithi picked you instead of her blood?
I asked her that because I was also a little like, oh, interesting. What Krithi told me is that because I did well in the last two immunity challenges, so I'll take it as a compliment. I'm flattered.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'll get right to what this is. We're going to do a little mini game. This is going to be the trick or treat mini game. I have three notes. I have trick, I have treat, and I have nothing at all. Trick, trick, treat, treat, nothing, nothing. The treat is an advantage, the trick is a disadvantage, and nothing is nothing. All right, Krithi, which would you like to pick?
The one on the to my left.
Fantastic. And Richie, which would you like to pick of these two?
I'll do the one that was in the middle.
Great. All right, Krithi,
Okay.
your jar. Krithi, you got the treat.
Yes.
Congratulations, you have a hidden immunity idol.
I am redeemed from yesterday. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. I hope you can put this one to good use. Same rules as before. You can use it at 5 to get to 4. That's last time. All right, Richie, I got your jar here.
Cool.
Let's see what you got. Nothing.
Cool.
At least you didn't get the trick. Sorry you didn't get the treat.
Cool. Oh, thank you.
Have a good night.
Throughout this entire game, I have pretty much been working in tandem with Richie, but I think Richie has maybe been a bit bolder about the plays that he's made.
I decided to really take the reins of this game because why not? Like I made it this far. Might as well keep playing big. So first round, I'm really hoping Julian gets voted out. I just have no relationship with Julian. I think Julian is a jury threat. I am currently working behind Tim's back a little bit. I'm wearing the shirt that he made me though. Meg and I have been like this. I don't think anyone realizes how close we are. Every single thing that happens, we tell each other. And I think that's been a really big asset to my game.
As I said last week, Richie like spilled his whole game to me and said that he wanted to work with me and wanted me, him, and Tim to be the final three, which I am like pretty much all in on right now. Earlier, Alex called me and was like, I have so much to tell you.
And I told Meg about the GSA, about the Duos Alliance, and she was kind of surprised and taken aback.
I knew this already because Richie told me this last week. But I was like, wow, that is huge that Alex is also telling me now because he feels vulnerable now that Parker has been voted out. Richie also told me that Krithy has another idol, which like is very scary. And I like honestly do not trust her anymore because she is very pro Duos Alliance still. And she is not hiding it anymore.
Frankly, I hope Meg and Alex don't flip, but honestly, it would be the smart thing for them to do at this point.
I know, let's hear the story, Meg.
So anyway, out on the Upper East Side on Friday night before Halloween, on our way to karaoke, I just find this like brand new hockey stick in a pile of garbage on the street. So then I decided to carry it with me for the rest of the night and play hockey on the sidewalk.
Hell yeah.
Like 3 hours. So it was a great Halloween weekend.
Only New York. Apologies if my baby nephew crying shows up on the mic. I've tried to get him to stop, but he is a baby.
Oh, down babies.
How old is
he?
He's like 2.5 months. I just met him for the first time like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I love
I just
that.
landed home like 10 minutes ago and I said, lovely to meet you, nephew. I gotta go play Zoom.
Yeah, I have to play
You've got your
Survivor
priorities.
right now.
Yeah, I gotta make $200 for him. Me playing for the game. Tuning in live from my parents' house, ready to possibly get voted out of Survivor. Tonight is the real turning point between the folks with partners and the folks who are rolling solo. I feel like if we can pull this out tonight, we can try and flip it and hopefully get some of the remaining blood versus water duos out of here.
I'm playing my advantage tonight. That's going to be crazy. It makes me a little scared because then I don't have any advantages left. If this session goes the way that I want it to, then I'm pretty set. So that would be nice.
All right, so welcome everybody. Welcome to the final, what are we, final 8? Yes, final 8. Feels a little surreal. Congratulations to you all for making it this far in this long and hard-fought journey. We're just going to get started right away with the very first challenge this evening. I sent you all a quiz to fill out. This quiz had a bunch of different questions regarding your fellow tribe mates and what your opinions of these tribe mates may be and different qualities of your competitors. For the challenge, I am now going to reread the quiz again, and one by one, you are going to send me your answers again, but this time, your answer is not who you think, your answer is who you think got the most votes. So, for example, for question 1, who has been strategizing since day 1? If you said Bob, but you think everybody would say Jim, then for this time, you would send me Jim. If you get an answer correct, you get a point. Person with the most points at the end will win immunity. Please privately message me your answers. We're going to get started. Number 1, here we go. Number 1, this person has been strategizing since day 1. Who do you think everybody said for that? Megan gets a point, Richie gets a point, and Julian gets a point. The correct answer was Krithy. Krithy has been strategizing since day 1, apparently. Number two, this person is silly and funny. Everybody except for Krithy got a point there. The correct answers were Alex, Krithy, Sky, or Richie. We got lots of silly people. Krithy, everybody makes Krithy laugh. It's okay. Let's move right along. Number 3, I am surprised that this person is still in the game. Tim, Megan, Alex, Richie, Sky, and Julian gets a point. Correct answer was Sky. Near unanimous, Sky.
Yet here I am.
And yet, that is the way Survivor goes, and I love it.
Ethan, I also said Sky.
Thank you very much. For example.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Krithy gets a point. Krithy, you're on the board.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Number 4, by contrast, I am not surprised that this person is still in the game. Tim gets a point. Tim gets a point. That's it. The answer there were Richie or Tim, the Blood Brothers.
Wait, I also put Richie though.
Thank you, Krithi. Thank you so much. And Krithi gets a point. Krithi and Tim got a point there. Fantastic, fantastic. Won't make that mistake again, or I might. Let's see. Number 5. I would trust this person with my life. I would trust this person with my life. Who does everybody in this game trust? Who's the most trustworthy person? Maybe those two things are different. And that is philosophy. Nobody got that right. Nobody got that right. I will say most everybody answered this time saying Meg. So Meg, that's something for you. But the correct answer was Krithi. All right, number 6. This person will betray me. This person is a backstabber and is not to be trusted. Ain't nobody got that right either. This person will betray me. Correct answer is Alex.
Wait,
Nobody's-
I got that one
You're
right.
kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
I love you, Alex. I was just going with what I thought the group would say.
Whoa,
All
God.
right. Only Krithi got that one right. The correct answer was Alex. Thank you, Krithi. I will not make that mistake again. Or maybe I will. Let's see. Number 7. This person cannot keep a secret. Alex gets a point. Julian gets a point. Sky gets a point. And that's it. Correct answer was Tim. Right now we have Julian in the lead at 4 points. Number 8. This person is the smoothest talker at Tribal Council. Sky gets a point and Meg gets a point, up to 4. Correct answer was Alex. Alex, smooth talker, but speechless right now. Number 9. This person would do well on Real Life Survivor. Megan gets a point. Rebecca is on the board. Tim gets a point. And that's it. Correct answer was Tim. Number 10. This person would put the $200 grand prize to good use. Congratulations, Megan. You win immunity for saying Rebecca. Congratulations, Megan. How do you feel?
I'm in shock. This is crazy. But feels really good. I won my second immunity, which feels really good, but also I think puts a target on my back. We decided basically that we want to go with Julian or Sky first, which I'm kind of like hesitant on now because I think they would be numbers for me. Honestly, I really want to get Krithi out because I think she's getting too comfortable and she thinks that she is like fully in control of this game. And she's starting to like tell me what I need to be doing, which I do not appreciate because she might think that I don't have much power in this game, but I've been on the right side of the vote every single time so far, including one vote that she had no idea about.
This, I think, is like my thing that I came up with, and I have a plan today that is frankly kind of like a big deal to me. And if we can pull it off, not only push me ahead in the game, but also kind of show that not only do I have the ability to come up with ideas, but I have the ability to get people to go along with them.
So the plan going into tonight is vote for the 2 remaining people who voted for me in the last round, which will be Sky and Julian. They haven't, I don't really know how they're playing in this game, just because even when we were on Sanguini, like their communication with me was like very limited. So I have no idea like what their angle is. As far as I know, everybody's telling me they haven't said anything, which, you know, the gamer in me finds that hard to believe and, you know, puts a little red flag up. I'm like, they have to have a plan. Like they have to, you know, have some plan. They can't just be like winging it.
Tonight's a really pivotal moment in this game because we've got 4 people that don't have teams and we've got 4 people that are still on a team, or have partners rather. Let me get my verbiage straight. which has me a little nervous, TBH, because we've had some people not being truthful already in the chats. At this point in the game, I'm going to trust where my heart is going. That being said, I am going to do the best to keep myself honest and to keep my loyalties to those that do not have team members. So that's my only focus, is to make it so that everybody competing is competing by them damn selves.
We're going to start tribal council very soon. But first, please welcome back Parker and Rachel, voted out at the last tribal council.
Hi.
First things first, Megan, congratulations on winning immunity this session. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I think like getting to this point in the game, you do not know what's going to happen. So it definitely like feels good to be safe right now.
For sure. Sky, you were right there, right behind. You were moments away from winning immunity yourself. Did you think you needed it?
Considering the answers that were unanimous, I definitely feel like I needed it. That being said, I accept what happens. Just know I'm a ghostly type of bitch, and I'll haunt who I need to haunt afterwards if y'all vote me out.
Okay. So in other words, you would be a bitter juror, as it were.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Considering
okay.
the unanimous vote for me for that prompt, absolutely, I'll be bitter.
For sure. For Rachel and Parker, Sky was given the superlative, I am surprised that this person is still in the game, basically unanimously from everybody. Alex, as somebody else who got a lot of answers on the quiz, how do you feel about the way people are perceiving you?
Well, the silly one, I was like, thank you. Although I have to share the spotlight with like 4 other people. The betrayal one, I'm not going to betray anyone here.
Why do you think you've garnered that reputation as somebody who's going to betray people?
Because you can't betray someone unless you are already close to them. Just kidding.
I see.
No, I'm not going to betray any of you. And the smooth talker one, I was like, that's nice. I don't think it's true though.
Sure. Julian, how much weight do you put on these superlatives? Do you think like if you got like backstabber extraordinaire, would you be paranoid, or because you didn't get any?
Yeah, I don't know if that means that I'm playing such a sneaky good game that nobody knows what game I'm playing, or if everyone forgets that I'm playing. Both could be really good or really bad, but I don't know, in the same way that I didn't let my high school superlatives dictate the rest of my life, I'm gonna try not to let these dictate the rest of my game.
For sure. Rebecca, it took you quite a bit to even get on the board. I think you ended the game with a whopping 1 point. How do you feel? Do you feel like maybe you are out of the loop with how people are acting?
I don't necessarily feel that. I feel like I don't know these people very well. And so I am just sort of doing like shots in the dark. I feel like I'm in the loop as much as I need to be, but I also feel like a lot of my answers were like, I don't know, the people I was betrayed by in this game are already out. So so once I knew that I wasn't going to win it, I was like, okay,
Sure.
time to relax a little.
You were voted the superlative of would put the $200 grand prize to good use. What do you make of that?
I was honestly just like flattered that my name made it on there. I would have been flattered if people voted me most likely to backstab. I don't know why I was given that. I'm really honored, but I'm spending the money to buy Krithi and I a nice dinner. So if you think that's good use, then
Sure. Krithi, now that Rebecca brings it up, how important is the blood aspect of the game at this point in the game?
I think it's tough. I think it can be good and bad. I think good is that you start the game kind of having someone you trust, especially when you're in the tribe part, you can kind of get information on the other tribe. I think when it gets to this point and on, it becomes tricky. I think it definitely affects how people perceive you, and it's frustrating sometimes to be perceived in a duo when you are an individual player. I don't know, it's challenging.
For sure. Tim, would you say it would be unfair if somebody said to you, like, well, obviously you're with Richie?
No, I think that would be a fair thing to think, where like in reality, I think I've told some people this, but like I've hosted these Zoom Survivor type games in the past where both Richie and my sister have played together in a game, and my sister like fully blindsided Richie and like, so like I'm sort of playing the game in that same way, and I imagine Richie is too, especially after having that happen to him. We're going to be brothers no matter what happens, so like there is almost some permission there to sort of play our own games and do what we got to do.
Richie, in the quiz game that we just played, you were voted, in contrast with Sky, you were voted not surprised that this person is still in the game. What do you make of that? Do you feel that you are seen as like a survivor beast?
I was also voted someone who is silly and funny, would like to note. I was very flattered, but definitely it was a little nerve-wracking. Like, I feel like unless you are crazy intellectual, like emotionally and socially intellectual, you're always a little surprised when you find out how people perceive you. So yeah, and then that just makes your mind go a million ways. Oh, if they think this about me, what else do they think about me? And especially being tied for that answer with Tim, my blood partner, I was like, well, this means adds a whole nother layer to it, and your mind just runs, you know.
For sure, for sure. All right, everybody. Unless anybody else has anything they would like to say, if anybody wants to play an advantage besides an idol, now would be your time to do so.
I would like to play my block a vote, and I would like to block Sky's vote.
Okay. Rebecca is playing her advantage, a block a vote advantage. Sky, you will not vote in this coming vote. Anybody else have anything they would like to say? All right. I will bring you all one by one into the voting booth. Good luck to you all. We'll see who our third jury member will be. Cannot vote for Megan. All right. See you in the voting booth.
I will be voting for Julian. I hope the plan goes well and everything plays out like I planned it.
I am voting out Sky.
I'm voting for Krithy.
Hope no funny business happens at this tribal council.
I feel really bad doing this. Genuinely.
I'm going to vote for.
The votes are in. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. All right, here we go. First vote, Krithy. Second vote, Julian. Third vote, Sky. One vote Krithy, one vote Julian, one vote Sky. Fourth vote, Julian. Fifth vote, Sky. 2 votes Sky, 2 votes Julian. Sixth vote, Julian. The third member of our jury, Julian. Julian, so sorry.
Bye.
Bye, Julian.
Hi, Julian.
Sad to see me go. I think I would have been sadder to see Sky go if it was just me left in the game. Honestly, this feels like a load off. I wish I'd played a little bit harder. I wish I'd played a little bit sneakier. I think I maybe put a little bit too much trust into some people. But you know, it's an honor to be blindsided, even if you kind of knew it was coming sooner or later. It was super fun to play and an honor to be part of this.